All right, everybody, welcome to another beautiful episode of...
This is take two, by the way. Take two.
Yes,
take two
yes,
on this one.
this is a bonus episode of Lot Life Podcast here in the beautiful Randall Ford Studios. It's a beautiful day, and I'm going to use the word, as you can tell, I've been sponsored by the word beautiful.
Beautiful.
So we've got it in there. It's 7 cents every time I can say it by the beautiful people of wordsponsor.com.
In beautiful Arkansas.
You're not on the contract. You're not getting paid.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, dang it.
But anyway, yes, it is another great episode of the Lot Life Podcast. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I do have my co-host, Andrew, who is as plain looking as always right here.
Okay.
He does have hair product again today. We are very proud about that.
Not scaring people away today.
He has not scared anyone yet today, although he did just about a couple of minutes ago whenever somebody tried to walk through our camera.
That is true.
We have some great news. We did give away our winner for the $100 giveaway. Thank you to, it's not really a pronounceable name. It was a website that did it for the person. But
thank you for everyone that subscribed. We're up to 417 subscribers now. That's very impressive.
Yeah, we are pushing for 500. That's what we're trying to get to. So that's why I was going to ask you, do we want to wait till we get to 500 to have everybody try to subscribe now before the next giveaway? Or do we want to push it and try to get to that 500 and do another giveaway already?
I think we push it to the max. I think once we reach up to a certain amount of subscribers, we're not going to say it right here, but we'll talk about that on
so thank you for not answering my question.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't just jump the gun. You're putting me on the spot there. We haven't talked about
Here's
this.
what I'm going to do to all you beautiful people out there. I am going to go ahead and decide to give away more of Andrew's money right now. So we are going to do another $100 giveaway, trying to get to that 500. That's what we're doing. Once we get to 500, Andrew's head will probably be so big he's not going to want to give away any more money, but I'm going to make him do it anyway. So, but
my bank account's hurting. Now, YouTube's not paying.
Right now. It is a working microphone.
My bank account's hurting and YouTube is not paying.
So right now we are doing another $100 giveaway in pushing for our 500 subscribers. So everybody get out there. You know the rules. Tell them what they got to do, Andrew.
Yep. All you have to do is comment on the post, subscribe to our YouTube, and share it to one of your friends and family. Doesn't matter who, or you share it on your post. It doesn't matter where you share it, but comment on there. And not only that, make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then you won't get the money. But if you're subscribed, comment and share.
Yeah, everybody keep on subscribing. Everybody keep on commenting. These comments are so much fun to read. We appreciate everybody taking the time out of their day to actually comment on our stuff.
And not only that, I'm going to add a little piece of this. I'm going to throw a little loop on this, on the rules.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so on the comment, it has to be something to do with something in this video.
Oh, okay.
So the comment has to do with something in this video, because if you're not watching the video and you're just commenting, you're not going to get the money. Has to be something to do with something in this video.
All right. I like it. So you can say, Chris drinks red line.
Or you can say, hey, there's a pink monster. However you want to. Is that pink?
It is pink. You could say Andrew is colorblind.
You can say that too.
That is a true story.
That is fact.
So on today's podcast, first let's highlight what's going on at the dealership a little bit.
Correct.
It is the last week of January. January's been a crazy month. We had some bad weather at the start, a little bit slow, but we've really been slammed lately. Mm-hmm. It's the last month of the new year, new truck promotion.
Correct.
So we have sold a lot of F-150s. We want to sell a lot more in this last week. $15,000 off an F-150. Don't miss that.
Insane. $15,000 off on a brand new truck is wild. You don't see that ever.
Yes, it did my heart well because, you know, we are competing with Northwest Arkansas. That's what we're trying to do. And I just saw an ad the other day with some of them, and I saw it scroll across, and it said $14,000 off. And then just a couple more clicks down, and there was Randall Ford at $15,000 off. People say you got to come to Northwest Arkansas, you got to get out of Fort Smith to get a better deal. That's not true. Now we have people coming to Fort Smith to get the better deal. We have people here in the dealership right now from Mena. We had somebody from Texas earlier. We had a couple people yesterday, one calling us from Louisiana, and there are people coming from, of course, Oklahoma all the time.
Yeah, Buffalo. My guy came from Buffalo, Oklahoma. So Buffalo, Oklahoma is about 6 hours from here.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're looking for the best deals, it's right here in Randall Ford.
That's right.
So, but also we want to talk about a little bit. We did the $100 giveaway. One of the other giveaways we're doing is we've got more T-shirts in. We want to just do something for our local people. You don't have to be local. You just have to be able to get to Randall Ford. If you come into Randall Ford and say you heard this on the podcast, we are giving away live T-shirts. I sure hope you had one on. I was about to get my nausea medicine.
Yeah, no, I have live T-shirts. I don't know if you can see it really well, but yeah.
Yeah, so the T-shirts are here. That's his Superman costume, although he doesn't really have the shirt for it whenever he goes out there, or the strength, really. So you may never see it if there is evil events happening and he has to go and...
Most of the time, it's just mainly me struggling. On there how it takes like a cutscene of them.
Superman always has to do this. He never does this.
It's me just trying to constantly take the shirt off. That's the whole episode of just me trying to take the shirt off.
But anyway, so we do have T-shirts available for the first. You want to say 10?
Yeah, first 10 people that come in
first
and
10 people that come in say they want a Lot Live T-shirt. Just come into the studios and ask for myself or for Andrew, and we will give you a shirt, no charge, just to help get the word out.
Yeah, you can just walk in and say, hey, let's go. Let's get a Lot Live T-shirt. Yeah. We'll give it away.
On today's episode, one of the things we're going to talk about is credit scores. Something a lot of people don't really understand how they work. So we're going to tell you a little bit about how the scoring ratings work on credit scores, and then where you can actually find your credit scores.
Great or bad?
Yeah. Now the first one would be, the first one's below 400 on a credit score. Mm-hmm. If you have a credit score below 400, we are sorry for you. But there is really, you have maybe one financing option that you can do. That would be credit acceptance. They will accept people with a sub 400 credit score. Unfortunately, none of our main lenders will do anything if you have below that. We've covered before how to build your credit, and if you want to tune back in those podcasts on how to build your credit, and we'll do some more in the future on how to build your credit. But right now we're just talking about the ratings. If you're sub 400, you got to do something.
Dang it, I can't get a car.
Yeah. Now the next one would be from 400 to 500 or 499. That's really tough. That is a tough credit score.
Does take a lot.
Yeah, but we can put you into a vehicle. We have banks that will, of course, I mean, it's going to depend a lot on your job and your income. You have to make sure you have enough. Down payment would help on that, or a cosigner, but that is a tough one. But the other thing is, whenever you do have that score, you come in and say, hey, I want this, or I want that, or I want this. Unfortunately, that score does not entitle you to really be picky on what you get. Correct. We don't have that many cars that fit into the range that you can get financed on, so you're kind of at the mercy. We'll give you all the options we have that will work for you, but there's not going to be a lot.
You're looking at a very low-price vehicle. Not only that, when you do get approved, you're going to have to prove out every step there is, say, proof of income, proof of residence. It doesn't matter. They're going to ask for it.
So just be prepared for that.
Yeah, correct.
Now, the next one would be 501 to 599. The other one was really tough. This is tough. We have more options available.
Correct.
You are showing up on the credit score world, so you do have a score. Mm-hmm. It could use some work, but you're also in that range where if you just tune in for our other tips and stuff, you can build that up. You can get that 599 up out of 599 and into the 600 range.
Correct.
But you do have some options now. Mm-hmm. You're probably not going to have to prove as much stuff. You'll probably have to prove some stuff, but
like income.
But I mean, and in not all cases, so sometimes we can get you done if you have good pay history with some stuff. So
absolutely.
But that would be tough, but you do have some more options.
Because there's a lot of scenarios on that sub 500s when you're in that score. Sometimes it can do with not just being like cars. It has to do with cars. Say that you paid your loan off cars, but you have like a bunch of medical history, stuff like that, so it puts you in that range. So there's a lot of different scenarios.
Yeah. Now we get up to the 600 to 699. Now we're in the level where that's good credit. So that is good credit. If you have that credit score, you've done a good job taking care of it, you've been paying your stuff on time, you have some history, and that's good credit. So you come in now, really, you have the run of the mill at the dealership with whatever you want. You are only going to basically be limited by your debt to income,
correct,
what kind of payment you're trying to get to, and of course then some negative equity. You can carry some negative equity with that credit score, but it's also going to determine what you can get bought on. But that's a strong score, and you can pretty much, whatever your income allows you to pay for, you have the option to do.
Yep, that is true. You can't do that.
Then the next one would be we were at $699. Now we're getting into the gold now.
Yeah.
The $700 to $750.
Yeah.
That would be considered basically great credit. $700 to $750. You have the option to get whatever you want. The bank will actually let your LTV run a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Then if you have a score like that,
Explain what LTV is, because I
your
don't.
loan to value.
You're correct.
So they usually will cap that. They will only loan you so much money. So that's why people come in. They got like $10,000 in negative equity. Well, I want to buy a $10,000 car and tack $10,000 in negative equity on
Can't
it
do
for
that.
$20,000. That LTV would be somewhere around 190%. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. Can't
But-
double what the price of the
right.
vehicle.
But with a 7 to 750 credit score, the other thing they will also allow you to do is your payment to income level. The lower your score, the more room they want you to have with your income to make that payment. Whenever you're higher score, like a 7 to 750, they will give you a little more leeway with that. They'll let you go higher on that because you've established a history of paying well on your items. So the banks trust you then.
Correct.
So they're going to let you borrow more. They'll let you run a little bit deeper because you've shown that you're going to pay your stuff.
And this just shows how great credit, like how lenient they go with great credit, just because they know that you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, because they know you're going to pay, and so they're willing to take a higher risk.
Yes, they are.
For you, or let you take a higher risk because you have established history.
Yeah.
Now we get into the 751 to the 900. 900 is the top of the scale. It goes as high. That's as high as it goes. I've seen a couple of 880s. I think I've seen one 900 in my history of doing
I've
this.
never
There's
seen
not a
that
lot
many.
out there.
Yeah.
That's the rare part.
89 is the most,
Yeah.
the highest I've seen.
But that is, you come in and you have that score, we're going to ask you a couple of questions. One is, would you like a cup of coffee? The second is, how much sugar would you like in your coffee, sir?
Correct.
Because that is the wonderland.
You
hit
need
it.
a blanket.
You have taken care of your credit. You will buy anything you want in here. The bank's going to give you the best credit score, or the best rate. They're going to give you the highest percentage of loan to value.
Yes, they are.
Also, the debt to income. They are going to give you more than they would anybody else because you've done such a good job
Exactly.
taking care of your credit.
So shoot for that 900 range.
Yes.
That's what you want to shoot
Yes.
for. If you can be at 900, hats off to you on that one.
Now, how do you tell what your credit is? What is the way that most people will come in here and tell us that they have a way? That's absolutely not going to be what their score is.
It's going to be Credit Karma. Most people use Credit Karma to check what their credit score is.
Correct.
However, we have seen them be 100 points off, and that turns from people that's 630 to 530,
Right.
and it
And
turns
the
everything
difference
around.
with what you shot for as a 630 as opposed to a 570, night and day.
Yes.
Just as we've covered these, that's the difference between you being, and we don't mean this bad, but between you being classified as good and being tough. You don't get to search for what you want to when you're tough. You do when you're good.
Correct.
And people come in and they go through this because they looked at Credit Karma and they think that's the gospel as far as what their credit score is. Well, maybe it's off 5 or 10 points. 100 points is way different, 5 or 10 points.
Yeah, correct.
And
a lot.
I mean, sometimes it is close. Very rarely is it close
Yes.
because it doesn't use an accurate model. It's just you're punching in some things and doing this. And so basically, it's just an estimate of what it's your feel good credit. It wants you to make sure you sleep well at night whenever you check it, and that you don't feel bad. It's the everybody gets a trophy credit score. They want you to. They don't want to hurt any feelings. They don't want to be honest with you. They just want you to feel good when you look at it.
You know, honestly, I've seen it in a different range too, from being someone that shows, hey, Credit Karma shows 530 and them be a like 620. I've seen
Yeah.
it that way too, so
Yeah,
it can work
one
both
out of
ways.
100 times.
Yes, 1 out of 100 times, but yes, it does. It can happen.
So how else can you get your credit checked? Well, of course, you can come to a dealership or some other place. We can actually do a hard inquiry where it
Correct.
shows up on your credit report as an inquiry. Now, it's not as bad. People think, oh, it's going to ding my credit. It's going to run my credit down.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt your credit. It will show up on your credit, and it will, knock a point or two off of there in some cases, but it's nothing. It's going to fall right back off because your credit is designed to work for you, not against you. And that's how you use your credit to work. But you need to be serious about looking for a car. You don't just want to do this all the time.
Yeah, you don't want to just walk up and be like, hey, check my credit.
Yeah. but it also, the other way is here at Randall Ford, and I'm sure it's available other places too. We do have an actual soft pull system. It's available around here. You can check our website on how to do that. It's something, it's new that we've been experimenting with just to try it out so we can check the validity. Do you like that word? Do you know what it
I
means?
don't know what it means.
Okay, so we can check the trueness of this system to see if it actually works, and it's held pretty true. Most of
it has.
the soft pull, and this is an actual soft pull. It will tell us almost everything we need to know to really point you in the right direction before we have to actually do a hard pull, but we know if we are on the right, in the right lane to where we can get you landed on a car that you can actually purchase, so we don't waste your time.
It's helped about 2 or 3 of my customers personally. So
So it is an actual soft pull. It does not show on your credit, and it gives us a very accurate estimate. It's still an estimate of where your credit is.
Correct.
I've only, in all that we've done so far in the few months that we've been doing this, I've only seen it really off maybe 5% of the time. Is it something that it's far enough, and it can be the difference between being like an actual 602, 605, and actually being like a 595. And again,
correct.
you think that's not that much, but to the banks, that between it starting with a 5 and starting with a 6 is a world of difference.
Yes, it is.
So we have those things. Our soft pull system, that's really been helpful. I feel like we've talked a lot, and we're probably running a little bit
We
long.
may be running a little bit longer, but guys, go ahead. We are doing another $100 giveaway. We're going to do it all the way up to 500 subscribers. Remember to make sure that you comment, share, and
Like?
No, not like. Share, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube. Now, if you're already subscribed, all you gotta do is comment and share. But like I said, I put a little twist in this one.
Yep.
You'll have to see the twist.
You gotta say something about what you saw in here.
No, you don't have to do that. Yes, you do.
You do.
You do.
That's
I was
the
going to
twist.
tell them to watch it in the middle of the
twist.
video. Yeah, it's a little twist.
It's a long way around.
I went all the way around. I went so fast. Yeah. But yeah, guys, go ahead and do that. We're doing the $100 giveaway. And other than that, we really don't have much. So, guys, come get some t-shirts.
Yes, free t-shirts.
Yeah,
Come
free
on.
t-shirts. I'll show you again, but you know how I am with Superman. I can get this thing off. So, guys, go ahead and do that, and we will see you later.